Hello everyone, LJ here from KBX. Like these? My wife made these. I'm the husband of the YouTube crafter Manic Mama. She crochets, and she has a channel where she does a lot of yarn talk and stuff like that. So I suggest checking out her channel. I'll put some links in the description below so you guys can check it out and subscribe to her. She's actually grown really exponentially in the past month, going from a couple subscribers to 100. So, thanks Manic Mama. Congratulations. So anyways, here on the Sobriety vlog again. This time I switched cameras. I was using this one. This is called the Sony MV1. And this is really cool. It has a real big fisheye lens to it. Really wide. That's why my arms look freakishly long in the last video. I was like all tentacled out. But it's real cool. It doesn't zoom though, which is weird. But it records audio awesomely. This would be perfect for concerts. Only downside is you'd have to be close to the stage, and it doesn't record, like I said, it doesn't zoom. So you can record audio by itself also, and this thing is excellent at recording just audio. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys something. So last night, I went ahead and recorded, or not recorded, I went ahead and published my last album, put it out there, made duplicates, everything. I wanted to go over all the other albums I'd worked on. These are indie stuff that I've done for years and years. So I have this one. This was a rap album that came out in 2009. It's called Tempting Fate. And the rap name was Lowdown. You can look at that. By the way, these first three albums were pretty clean too. The second one, Ultimatum, also by Lowdown. Judgement Call. This one is 2011. Also Lowdown. By the way, this logo right here, check this out. Nice, huh? Designed it myself. I also got this other one on this arm, which I had a friend draw for me, and then she tattooed it on. It's not bad. I like it a lot. So then we have this one, which came out in 2012. This is called Prototype. Look how young I was back then. Oh my gosh. I couldn't reproduce that look if I tried. I like having a beard now. And I'm also a little chubbier. I was real scrawny back then. Then we have 2013, Stereotype. Notice the trend going on here, Prototype and Stereotype. By the way, you can see the microphone cord is wrapped around my neck. That was kind of a statement saying that rap was basically stereotyped, and it was all black and white. Like, not just in terms of racial barriers, but in terms of content. It was either I'm rich or let's party. And I was sort of like this... I rapped about realism, bad days, at the time drinking, stuff like that. I was rapping about how bad my drinking was before I even quit drinking, so you knew it was a problem. Then in 2017, I released this album, Archetype. This artwork was designed by my friend Prip. He's a graphic designer and also a former musician. I don't think he raps anymore, but he makes rap beats, and he's really talented at what he does. The LJ logo in the sky, the graveyard setting. The theme of the album was rebirth. I had just gotten through a really bad depression from my ex and some other stuff that was going on in my life at the time with work and things like that. So this album was me venting, and it came out really well. It was an album where I had a lot of fun on. I recorded 16 tracks, I believe, that went on the album itself, and then another 8 that I threw on the first 50 or so copies. So it sold really well. In my area anyways. So those are those. Then last year I did a compilation of the first 3 CDs called Lowdown Greatest Hits, or Lowdown Volume 1 I should say. I don't know if you can see that. It's shrink wrapped because I'm super protective of stuff. See that? That was the updated Lowdown logo as opposed to how it looked before, if you got a good look at that. This is songs from 2004 to 2011. So 2004 was whenever I had first started recording material. I'd been rapping since 2002. 2011 is whenever I was, I believe, at my rap prime, but now I think I'm actually better because I'm more clear-headed. And then last night, I released my first rock album, KBX Rock Hard. I'm doing more than promoting it right now. I'm trying to show people that you can do wonderful things whenever you try really, really hard, and whenever you have support. So, enough of that aside. Enough shameless self-promotion. Let's get on with this. So, I actually am editing a Manic Mama video right now, and I'm going to publish it here in a little bit. But first of all, I wanted to talk about sobriety, because that's what this channel is for now, my rock music and sobriety. And now that I'm on this journey, I want to help other people who are having trouble with it too. So, I posted in the last video that if anyone had any questions to contact me at my email, KBXband@gmail.com, with any questions. And so I picked out some duplicates, and I decided to answer the 3 most asked questions. Some of these have been kind of modified, but you get the drift. Question number 1. How do you overcome peer pressure when you're trying to get sober? That's simple, because I've learned that not all people in your life are worth keeping in your life. Some people are there just to teach you a lesson. And there's a saying that goes, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. And that teaches you a lot about valuing people and how much people are worth and stuff like that. Not monetary wise, but quality, what they bring to your life, what they do for you as well as with you. If you have a friend who's tearing you down or trying to get you to drink when you're trying to quit, that's not your friend. That's a guy who needs to be out of your life, or a girl who needs to be out of your life. And frankly, there's been a lot of family that I've cut off my family too. Like, out of my life. And it sounds harsh, cutting out people who are blood relatives or that you've gone back a long way with, but when your sobriety is important to your health, your job, your relationships that mean more to you, going forward, if you can't, maintain healthy relationships, you can't keep a job, something needs to be fixed. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So I know people who have stopped talking to their mothers. I know people who have stopped, associating with family gatherings because there was alcohol involved. I don't need to go that far, but if someone in my family invited me over to drink, I'm not going. If someone, hey Lucy, how's it going? That's Lucifer, by the way. Lucifer, she's evil. She doesn't drink either. I hope not. But if someone in your life is trying to get you to break away from what you're aiming for, then they're not trying to help you succeed. They're trying to help you fail. And if they were really your friend, they would not be out to see you fail. They'd be there to help you rise. And sometimes those people need to be cut off. I have a lot of people in my life, actually, still that are in the category of not sociable. I don't talk to them because they do not hold any significance to me getting sober, and there's just no reason really to keep them around unless they ask for favors, and I just cut them off. In fact, there's a girlfriend of my brother who she started drinking whenever they divorced, and he was kind of bad to her. Cheated on her and such, and then she took up alcoholism, so she'd party with her friends. She still does that to this day. Her current boyfriend drinks too, engages in a little pot smoke. I do too. And he broke up with her after a while because the party scene got boring. Drinking and partying, drinking, party every single weekend, every single night. He got frustrated with it, so he told her, it's either me or the parties. And she left him. So then he got desperate and he got back together with her. And that, to me, it would have been different if she quit drinking, but instead she kept drinking. She parties every night. Her own daughter even actually posted on Facebook, I hope you are enjoying being an alcoholic. Drink to this. So that made me kind of sad, but I understand completely why she did that. As for the mom and her boyfriend, they went ahead and got back together, and they're still drinking and partying. So I have no reason to really hang out with them. And that may sound cold-blooded, but you just gotta look out for yourself sometimes. I've let a lot of toxic people into my life that have been really bad for me, and it's really bit me in the behind. I don't know if I can say the A word. I probably cussed a few times during this, but trying not to. Question number 2. What do you do to overcome craving alcohol? I have to distract myself. Now, there are days where, like, let's say it's a tough day at work or something like that. I'll get home and I'll be thirsty, and I'll look for something to drink. Say there's just water. Okay, I can deal with just water. But there have been days a while back where, you get the craving for alcohol, and there would be times on the weekends, especially whenever I'm playing video games or something, and certain triggers, like I mentioned triggers in the last video, will have you smell alcohol, taste it. You'll remember having a buzz, things like that. Acid reflux reminds me of alcohol because whenever I drank, I had a lot of acid reflux because of it. Excuse me. And so that deters me from wanting to drink. Is just also remembering a lot of stupid stuff that happened as a result of me being irresponsible and drinking a lot. Throwing up, acid reflux, peeing the bed. Peeing the bed was a real deal. Wake up and it happened. It happened a lot because I drank a lot and just blacked out. On the bed, whatever, the couch. It's embarrassing, but it's the thing that happened. And denying it is like, saying, oh, it wasn't that bad. It was that bad. I've done a lot of stupid stuff, and blacking out is one of the most dangerous things I've ever done. I'm very surprised I don't have a DUI because of how stupid I was when I used to drink. So thinking about all that stuff, every time I get the urge, kills it for me. I'm like, nope, I'm good. Because you don't need it in your life if it's going to cause you to do stupid stuff. And alcohol makes you feel bulletproof. That's why they call it courage juice, because it makes you feel bulletproof. You can do anything when you're drunk, and that's scary. You can, but you shouldn't, is what I should say. Question number 3. My spouse still drinks, and I don't have a sober person close to me, but I really want to succeed. Any ideas? Yes. If this person is that important to your life, I would consider looking for a sponsor or going to meetings. There's nothing wrong with looking for help. If this person is extremely toxic to you and it's affecting a relationship, I suggest breaking it off. If that's not a viable option for whatever reason, make it work. Talk to them. Have them talk to you. Sit there and just say, look, this is something I'm going to do. I'm not going to cave into this. I love you, but this is a problem. And if they don't want to quit too, that's on them. But if you want to get sober, then you have to put your sobriety first. So that's all the time I have right now. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, then share it with a friend. If you know somebody who's trying to get sober or maintain sobriety, have them subscribe to this channel. I update as often as I can with new stuff. And if you know anybody who likes rock, then have them subscribe to KBXband. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. By the way, I forgot to point this out, but my wife trimmed my beard. Yeah, because I have shaky hands. But anyways, yeah, she went ahead and shaved my beard and trimmed it up. I look like a younger, skinnier, more agile Jason Momoa. I'm just kidding, Jason. Please don't kill me. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd show off this wonderful beard. I don't look like a bum anymore. I actually look like a recovering alcoholic. So there you go. Take care, everyone.